Hey guys, so how you doing? It's Wednesday, April 22nd, which is also my birthday, which is pretty sweet. And it's also Earth Day, which is even sweeter. Today I wanted to kind of do a little assignment on physical activity, and Noel had requested to see the moon board. So I'm going to do this video from inside my garage, inside my little training facility. And we'll talk about what I do and some of the things you can do and what we should be doing kind of during this time. So let's talk about assignments for the day. Okay, so we're gonna do symmetry assignment number 2. So basically, we're doing letters this time versus shapes, and you're gonna tell me on the worksheet what letters are symmetrical. Okay, and what I'd like you to do as like a bonus. Okay, create a doc, and I'm only gonna do this here on the video. So it's kind of like you got to watch the video to get the bonus. Create a doc telling me all the non-symmetrical letters. Just list them. All right? Okay. So do that. The next thing that you're going to do is a writing prompt. Okay, so 1 page, and the writing prompt is, what would you buy if you had $1,000? If someone gave you $1,000 cash today, or like virtual credit card money, because we're not supposed to go to stores and buy stuff, what would you buy? Okay, so I thought about what a lot of you would buy. I thought this would be a cool one. I thought about what I would buy. So I want to hear what you would buy because I'm intrigued. All right. Third, current event for the month of April. Okay, try to focus on something other than COVID. I always challenge you to try to look kind of in between the news stories and try to find something else going on in the world. If there's something like really huge, I know it's important, and I know it's a big deal, and I know that it's a big focus of ours in the news. But I think it would be neat to try to find something different that's going on in the world or our country, which is where I would like you to look. Right, go to CBC, hit that local, that national news tab, and go there. There's definitely stuff going on. There's some tragic stuff going on the East Coast. Yeah. There's news out there. There's stuff to celebrate. There's stuff that's tragic, and it's it's little to or not related at all to COVID or coronavirus or COVID-19 or whatever everyone's calling it these days. Okay. Fourth thing, continue to work on your science vocabulary. I assigned this yesterday, and I didn't anticipate you get it all done in a day. So just continue to work on that. Continue to work on the vocabulary terms. They're posted in yesterday's assignment. I think I might have posted them in today's assignment too. I did. I know I did. Now that I think of it. Okay. The last thing is the physical activity assignment. So it's like a health phys ed assignment. Okay. So list 10 activities you could do if you were stuck at home during a pandemic to stay healthy and active. And then I put, yeah, like that would ever happen. And ironically, it is happening, right? So what could you be doing? What are you doing right now that's keeping you active? And like I said in the past to you guys when we're doing health stuff, a healthy body is a healthy mind in a lot of cases. If we're kind of down in the dumps and we're just kind of sitting around, it often will help if we get up and do something physical, like go for a walk, or swim. Not that you can swim right now unless you're in the flooded sex myth situation. But what can you do right now to help your body and your mind through physical activity? List 10 things. Okay. All right, and I guess that kind of brings us to what's up with the moon board. Okay, so whoa, hang on. I'm not going to climb on it today to show you how it works. I'll just kind of light it up. It's really early in the morning, and the moon board I'll show you. Okay, I'll turn it on with my phone first of all. The moon board is at a 40-degree angle, so it's very steep. So I think the moon board's cool because it's a good way to actually talk about angles. When I built it, I had to figure out the angles. So here it is. We'll light it up, and then I'll show you the angle of the moon board, how it works, kind of, here live in person. I know I've talked about it in the past, and this is kind of, for my 10 things. I've been going for walks with my family. I've been going biking. I've been training here. In with a fitness facility with my weights, and I'm doing finger training. I got a new hangboard coming in today, which is going to be able to train pinch strength for climbing. And then I have my pull-up bar, yeah, and yeah, so like I guess, and then in addition to just like climbing, I have a spin bike in the basement, which I'm going to be actually bringing up here relatively quickly because I'm actually finishing my basement right now. Okay, and then one thing that I do is like in between things, like when I'm putting my kids to sleep, or like when Hazel's in the bathtub and I'm waiting, I'll like do planks or sit-ups or something like that. Just like in the little moments that I have, because you know, being a dad and a teacher and a photographer full time still at home. Well, I guess not full time when I'm done teaching for the day. At home, I'm really busy. So when I find time, like when I find a couple minutes, I'm usually doing something, like doing some planks or some sit-ups or something like that. Yeah. So basically, I got the app, which is really hard to see because it's like overexposed on the camera, but yeah, it ain't showing it to you. So what I do is I pick a boulder problem, and what I do is I connect it to Bluetooth, and you should see it light up behind me, the lights of the boulder problem. Just gotta wait for it to connect. There we go. So now I can scroll through on my phone, and it's kind of tough to see, but you can see it. The lights change, and I can work on thousands and thousands and thousands of boulder problems. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been training really hard, trying to get really strong for rock climbing season if that happens. So what I'll do is I'll pick up my laptop, and I'll kind of give you like a little, tour of my kind of how it's kind of weird holding a laptop, how I train. So this is the back of the moon board, and you can see if I walk this way, there's the window, you can see it's pretty steep, right? Like it's whoa, hang on. It's 40 degrees. So it's like a set of stairs, but the underside of the set of stairs. Okay, so and then what I can do if like I want to train on a steeper angle, I have a winch set up, and I can pull the moon board up from a big pulley system I have on the roof and actually make it less of an angle. So it's only 30 or 25 degrees theoretically. So I can do some other stuff. And then you have Hazel's wall, which I like warm up on because the moon board's hard to warm up on. The holes are very small. Like let me see. Like my favorite holds are these yellows. They're just very tiny, little crimpy. So if you don't have warm fingers, you can get a finger injury. So it's important to warm up on something a little less steep. I also mounted the TV in my garage, and I have all my like rock climbing guidebooks and a piece of granite from Squamish, some magazines, all my climbing gear's here. So if I ever get to go climbing, I can access it easily. And then it's going to be really bright because we're going to be looking out the window. But yeah, then there's my pull-up bar, which I do quite regularly, 2 or 3 times a week, just working on upper body strength. And then I have things like this guy, which helps me work on my one-arm pull-ups. I won't really get into a bunch of detail. Hazel's shoes are hanging there. Resistance bands, which help me with like assisted pull-ups when I'm trying to like do something specific, like Google Home for music. And then this is my hangboard, which I've had for a long time and I love, but I'm going to be getting a new one today. It's supposed to come today, and it's just a little bit of an upgrade. So I'm going to install that there on my little hangboard platform. And then we keep our shoes up top, and then some posters for motivation, and then our weights. And I have my little yoga mat and my rings. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing, guys. I've been out here as much as possible, and it's really been a blessing because I didn't anticipate, nobody really anticipated the coronavirus stuff, and I think it's really, really special that I got a really like pretty much like a world-class training facility built before this all happened. So the cool thing is I should be able to get back to real rock climbing and actually be stronger. which is pretty sweet. So yeah, I'd like to see if you could do a Flipgrid video. That'd be so cool. Just like give me a tour of what you've been up to. Give me a tour of your backyard, or go on a walk, or take me on a walk. Okay, you know, let's inspire each other with the warm weather to be active. This is very important. Very important. Okay, guys, that's Wednesday's video. It's 10 minutes. I don't know, maybe, you know, the tour made it a little longer, but I guess maybe it'll be worth it to sit through the tour. Have a really good Wednesday. I'll see you at 2 o'clock for a little chat. Yeah, I'll see you then. Peace.